What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 20 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 20 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. You put $100 in that new brokerage account, they're going to give you 3 fractional share stocks. If you put $500 in your new brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 fractional share stocks. Limited time offer. Don't delay. Act today. Get down to that description box, first link, and click on that Webull link. Open up that new Webull account. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net, second link down in the description box, let me know you've opened that Webull account and you funded it, and I'll send you out a Webull tutorial video that'll walk you through the basics of using that Webull brokerage app so that you can start building yourself some wealth. Well, guys, we just came off 2 of the worst days in stock market history, where we saw the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ go into corrective territory, almost bear market territory. But I want to walk you through some information, some headlines, because I think this is important for us to understand where we're at in order to know where we want to go and how to get there. First one is this. It says Dow plunges 2,200 points as tariff rocks the markets. Dow tumbles more than 1,600 points the day after 47's major tariff announcement. Back-to-back days, April 3rd, it tumbled 1,600 points. April 4th, it tumbled another 2,200 points. Those are the 2 worst days in the Dow Jones Industrial Average's history. There's never been one time that they've had back-to-back days where the Dow has declined by 1,500 points each day. Let's move on to the next one. Markets plunge with S&P 500 down 6%. That was April 3rd. S&P 500 loses 10% in 2 days. So on April 3rd, S&P loses about 6%. On April 4th, another 4%, putting it at a 10% decline over a 2-day period after Liberation Day, or some are calling it stock market crash day. Now here's one for the VIX, which is the volatility index. And the way this works is the more it goes up, the more volatility there is in the stock market. As you can see, when you look at 2010, highest peak. You look at around 2020, second highest peak. And then you look at 2025, third highest peak. So it's approaching pandemic level and 2008 great financial crisis numbers. Not real good, guys. As that number continues to rise, there's more and more fear will be put into the stock market, and it will continue to decrease in value. We've already lost over $6 to $10 trillion from our stock market already. Let's move on to the next one. And it says this: U.S. stocks plunge deeper, capping worst week since 2020. 47 tariffs set off 2-day sell-off as recessionary fears mount. More than $6 trillion erased from market. Let's move on to the next one. The Dow Jones Industrial Average became the last of the three major indexes to enter a correction, defined as a decline of 10% or more from a closing peak. After Friday, it's down 14.9% from its recent highs, almost 15%. Now, once we get to 20%, that's bear market territory, guys. So let's keep our fingers crossed we don't get there. The NASDAQ composite is now in a bear market, off 22.7% from its recent high. Anything more than 20% is considered a bear market. So that's where our NASDAQ is right now. All because of what? Liberation Day. The Magnificent Seven stocks, which include Nvidia, Apple, and Amazon, collectively lost 1.55 trillion in market cap this week, a record. Apple alone saw 443.5 billion in market value evaporate. One of our greatest companies in the world just lost almost $500 billion over a 2-day period in market cap value. Evaporated. So that's where we're at right now, guys. That's the state of our stock market. Last 2 days have been catastrophic. Here's the situation though. If you're a long-term investor and you can take off your emotional thinking cap and put on your logical thinking cap, you'll understand, although terrible, although a lot of us are looking at our 401ks and our investment accounts and saying, my goodness, I just came off of the 2 best years of my portfolio since 2020. Now, all of a sudden, in the first 3 months of 2025, I've lost all of my compounded 40% plus gains in 3 months that it took me 2 years to accumulate. I will still ask you to consider this. The concept is buy low, sell high. And I know right now, looking at your future and your family's future is not looking good, but you got to also think about this is the lowest level these great companies and these great ETFs and these great index funds have been in 2 years. It's an opportunity to pick them up. History tells us at some point, I don't know if it's tomorrow or 4 years from now, at some point, the market recovers, and typically, from what history tells us, it always goes back higher than the last time it recovered and went higher. So that's the saving grace for me, guys, that I'm hanging my hat on. All I can do is worry about the things that I can control. And that is what? Building my wealth, taking advantage of the dip and buying good companies with historical proven track record of making money, taking off my emotional thinking cap, putting on my logical thinking cap, and going ahead and continue to dollar cost average into these great companies while they're on sale. They won't be here forever, guys, right? At some point, whether this administration changes their mind or not, at some point, this administration has to leave at some point. And then we'll get a new administration in that can usher us back into what? A real golden era of America again, like we were in prior to the 2024 election. Now, again, I'm not picking sides or knocking anybody. I'm just telling you the numbers. The numbers don't lie. The numbers say right now we've erased 2 years worth of compounded 40% gains. Where do I get that number from? S&P 500 2023, S&P 500 2024, over 40% compounded growth in 2 years. Wiped out in 90 days. We're at the lowest levels we've been in the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000 since 2020. You do what you want to do with that information. Again, I'm going to control what I can control, which is continue to invest. And I'm not going to worry about the noise. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep earning. I'm going to keep what I earn, and I'm going to keep multiplying what I keep so I can continue to build my wealth. We will rebound at some point, guys. Just got to hold on. Hang in there. We'll get there. If you want up to 20 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 20 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. You put $100 in there, they're going to give you 3 fractional share stocks. You put $500 in your new Webull brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 free fractional share stocks. Limited time offer. Don't delay. Get down in the description box. First link, the Webull link. Click on it. Open up that Webull account. Go get the free stock. Go get the free money. www.richardfain.net is my website address. Second link down in the description box. Here's the thing, guys. If you want to increase your financial knowledge, if you want to get more comfortable in situations like we're in today with this catastrophic stock market collapse, then you need to get your financial literacy up. I got 10 big boy blue chip digital products on my website that will help you do that. Go check them out. Second link down in the description box. While you're in the website, consider joining the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We're called the Wealth Builders. We got over 1,900 wealth builders in our financial community, and we're growing leaps and bounds, especially during these type of times. Why? Because people know they're not going to get help in the matrix. They got to find a community, a financial community that got their back. Not experts. Don't try to tell them what to do, but we serve as a safe haven for retail investors. We also are willing to let you in on our golden nuggets, our best practices, what's working, what's not working, tips. And you also have access to me through direct message. Guys, if you want to be a part of that community, click on that join button, that membership button in the website. It'll take you over to Patreon. Come join us. We'd love to have you. And then send me a direct message and let's talk about your situation and let's see if we can get you back on the right track to building wealth. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.